Hello everyone and welcome to another Toriko review. We're reviewing chapter 375. So, amazing chapter. Once again, Toriko is just going through its fast pacing. So we get, at the beginning, kind of Komatsu realizing the essence of God and that it's like all these creatures in one and he has like all the flavors in Earth. This has been, the whole point of Earth existence was for this entire flavor of God to be born. So, kind of interesting, but the other parts of the chapter were maybe more interesting. So just, that's kind of going on still is basically what it was saying. And then go back to Starjun and Froze, and that part was kind of just again kind of trying to reveal that Starjun is actually a part of something. I think he's someone's son. I think it's Madara's or Murdara's. No, it's not Murdara's. Madara's. The reason I think that is because there's similarity in appearance, but he does have a third eye. I don't know if that's giving it away to someone else, and he's kind of hyping it up. He says that he's a lot older than you think, but again, Madara is a lot older than, like, he's like what, like 500 years old at the very least, or maybe he's younger than that. I forgot his age, but so he's old, so he could be older than you think. He could be 100 years old or 150 and still be Midoriya's son. So it could be that, but he's kind of hyping it up, so it might be something else, something we just don't expect. So who knows? We'll have to see. I think it's Midoriya's son, just because I actually mistaken him for Midoriya at one point. I was like, "Is that Midoriya? Is he back?" I was like, "Nope, Starjun." So that was just me seeing him, but that could potentially be drawn like that this chapter as a little hint. But then we get some of the more interesting parts with Toriko again, showing that his blue demon is just planetary attacks, basically. His demons are outside of his body, and then another interesting thing is we see Toriko with black hair. I'm pretty sure, so it seems like when the demons go out of his body, maybe he gets black hair. That's a very interesting development. I never seen Toriko's hair drawn like that, and this looked very black. This looked like his hair had gone black instead of his standard blue hair. So I don't know if it's just for that one little image we saw in that chapter of his hair, or his hair is now black. It's hard to tell with manga when it's not animated. But from the looks of it, his hair is black. And his demons are actually, like I said, his demons are outside of his body. And there's two of them and they're causing havoc. At least that's what it looks like. It looks like the demons are legit now outside of his body. And they're fighting all these enemies, all these Neo. And then Toriko is left to... I don't really know what Toriko's doing. I think he's just like standing around while he's like controlling his demons. And then the Neo was like, oh, what? Toriko has a second demon in him? Obviously referring to the blue demon, but Toriko actually has 3 demons in them, so they're going to be surprised once that gets unleashed, and that demon's way stronger than those two. It's like, I can't wait till that comes up and just ruins everything. And then we have more parts with God, and Neo fighting, again, God just showing what a badass he is, how strong he is, and Neo has like an equal fight with God. Like, God is some tough shit. I think that's why Neo was just wiping the floor with people before a couple chapters, killing off characters because they wanted to hype up God's strength. When Neo can't defeat God, like it's nothing, you're like, ooh, God is something. And so I think that's why Neo was made to look like overpowered as all hell. So then we could say, hey, Neo's overpowered as all hell, and yet he can't defeat God. So God is like the legit species. So very interesting stuff there. But what I loved at the end of the chapter is we finally get the 8 kings arriving, Heracles and Babinga. Now, the reason, just so you guys know, the reason why I'm calling him Heracles is because I respect the Greek myth. The Romanized version of Heracles is Hercules, and I call it Heracles because it's very important to the myth, in my opinion, because Hera is Heracles' mother, and so because Heracles is Zeus's son, but he wasn't born of Hera, that ends up Hera getting jealous and murdering Heracles. So it's really important to the mythos of the Greek mythology, I think, to keep Heracles as Heracles, because it keeps that connection and that kind of hatred bond between them. So that's why I'm always going to call Hercules Heracles, because I'm just biased towards like the Greek pronunciation, and then the Romans kind of Romanized the pronunciation, and it's not the original proper way to say it, in my opinion. That's just a bias. Anyways, that's just me. So Heracles and Babinga show up, and they're kind of revealing, I think the dragon's back. Like, all these kings are in one spot, about to, in the midst of Neo's and God's battle, and they're right there, and everyone's gonna have a fight and a fun time. So I'm excited for the next chapters. Again, Toriko's going to end soon, but it's been a blast. And I hope it continues more. I hope maybe this fast pacing gets more people interested. And people understand that Toriko is like an awesome series, a hot series. Of course, if you want Toriko to keep on continuing, I suggest you just buy all the manga you can of Toriko, because it's going to end, and then obviously it's because people on my manga site, it's always hot, which means that it's on the same levels of popularity, maybe not on the exact same, but on a popularity like My Hero Academia is not on the hot on my illegal website I use, but Toriko is. So Toriko is read more often My Hero Academia. It's read more often than probably a lot of other series, but it just shows that Toriko does have a popularity, just people don't buy the series. So I really love this series. I love it to death. If you guys want more Toriko overviews and my impressions and my reactions, and just want to discuss Toriko, you can leave comments down below. And like and subscribe, it really helps me out a lot. And dislike the video if you have any criticisms. And comment down below if you think I need to improve anyway. So thank you everyone, and goodbye.